Have you ever stopped to think about how much social media actually influences your life? Because I never did. I never did. Until I took a 3 months break from social media. 3 months. Without liking, without posting, or scrolling on any social media platforms. And let me tell you something, it really opened my eyes onto how much social media has shaped some of my biggest life choices. And today, I want to talk with you guys about the three major aspects of my life that social media has really majorly influenced. So let's get into it. So, the first major aspect that I want to discuss is how social media impacted my perspective on relationships. And I'm going to be specific. I'm talking about romantic relationships. Okay? So, as a person that grew up in a household, in a single parent household, I never really had a example of how a romantic relationship is supposed to look like, right? And so I would look at relationships that are nearby, maybe in my neighbors, people at church, just to kind of see how it looks like. But you never really get to see everything. So social media came to the rescue for the girl. Okay. So when I started dating, okay, which has been the worst experience of my life. When I started dating, I was just doing it, just because there's never really a manual for it. I just really went in head first, right? And as I was getting into it, I realized on social media that people were talking about how you're supposed to act in a romantic relationship, how I thought everything that was on social media was a manual. And I started to take like everything that I saw on social media and things that are being spoken about when it comes to romantic relationships on social media very seriously, because I thought that's how they are supposed to go. So all the social media standards of relationships, the Instagram, people posting roses and going out on dates, and people talk about how you must give each other money and stuff like that. And I never really went with what I wanted for my own life because I did not understand. And I thought social media came to the rescue. But no. But long story short, when it comes to that, I had to realize later on, really later on, I think like years down the line, that I was doing this all wrong. Like, if you want to do this the right way, because they never really the right way, is to just follow your heart and do what feels right with you. Look for the things that you feel like will complement you, or things that you need in your own life in order to have a sustainable long relationship. Not these social media things, guys. Those things are not true. They don't even last. People, it's not realistic. This is just coming from me and my own experiences. And the second life aspect that social media affected in my own life has to be my self-esteem. So as a girl growing up, I've always been bullied, but for some reason I was always able to get over it like this, right? And at some point in time, I was able to just manage my self-esteem. I've never really had like a low self-esteem. I've always been able to pick it up right when I need it, right? I don't know, I don't have the tricks for it. But once I like started, especially during COVID times, because that you were always on your phone, there was nothing to do, right? I started seeing people, I started looking at people and looking at myself. I just felt not good enough. I felt like I hated my body, I hated everything, and then my self-esteem just went low. As we all know, like as soon as your self-esteem is really low, you find it very hard to make connections with anyone. So I was pretty much very stranded and very lonely at that point. I would say depressed, but I don't want to throw that word around because I was never really diagnosed with depression. So we're gonna leave it at that. We're going to say I was lonely, right? And I think I learned to understand that all these picture perfect, all these videos of these perfect people, perfect looking people that just make you feel bad about yourself, is just I learned to stay away from them. That's the only way. And then after some time, once I've like gained my confidence, and like I was just like, you know what, it doesn't matter, everyone is beautiful in their own way. And whatever they say, if they're saying like being skinny is the in thing, tomorrow they will say thick girls are the in thing. And then what's gonna happen to you after you lost all that weight? Girl, just do what feels right to you and stop following social media standards. Okay, thank you. The last aspect that I want to discuss today is the pressure of having everything together. Okay, so if you spend as much time on social media as I used to, there's this thing on social media of seeing people your age having everything figured out. I mean, 21, you got a business, you got a car, you got a house, and you're just looking at your life, you're like, oh my goodness, where did I go wrong? What happened? Why me, Lord? Like, did I do anything wrong to you, Jesus? You know, like, what's going on? You know, and I think with all these things that I was seeing, and I'm seeing also people that I know in my life, they're going places, they're doing good things for themselves, and I'm just like, I'm stuck. I am not going anywhere. Like, this is just gonna be my life. I'm gonna be depressed forever. And I just wanted to cry a river, okay? Because I just saw everything on social media, and just everyone on social media has it under control, guys. And for me, it was just very, like, I'm just like, why are these thousands and thousands of people having everything figured out in life? Because I know my life is just not figured out yet. I'm still trying with everything that I've got. I'm just trying to piece everything together because I want to make something out of myself. But I think after seeing that, with also the low self-esteem that I mentioned before, that's when I fell even deeper into that hole, and I just locked myself into it. I was just like, I'm never gonna figure it out. That's when I started being doubtful of my own life, because why am I the only person? Because I truly felt like I was the only person that just didn't have it all figured out, okay? But no, I feel like as much as people on social media, when they post these things, they're not posting it to rub it in your face that they have everything together at 21. You just need to learn. I just felt like I needed to learn that people are just posting these things just because they're happy and they're proud about it, and it has nothing to do with me. My own journey is my own journey. If in my life I'm gonna start having everything figured out by the age of 23, then I'm gonna start having things figured out at 23. I don't need to be depressed or stressed because I see everyone on social media having their life under control. I don't even know, guys. I'm not sure if majority of the things that we see on social media are true, okay? I don't know if some of the people that we see their lives figured out, it's really honest, because people on social media are scamming us, okay? They are doing things just to get likes and views, and it gets creepy and creepy every single day, and it's very scary. Like, social media is probably worse than hell. I'm not sure, but I think so. Yeah. So when it comes to social media, and after the experiences that I've experienced, how social media affected the way I was thinking and the way I was doing things majorly on these three aspects, I realized that the less time that I spent on social media, the better mentally and emotionally I was doing. I felt like I was more in control of how I felt and what I was thinking for myself. Because whenever I'm on social media, I see people's opinions, and then after that I start thinking like them, and then it's just like I feel like this is what's right socially, whereas There's no right or wrong way to live life. It's life, it's not group work. You do your own thing, I do my own thing. Everybody must do what makes them happy. I feel like that's after I understood that last part, I just I just feel easy, man. Just your own life is by your own terms, not by social media. Social media should not control you, okay? I know I've spoken mostly about the negative things that you get on social media, but social media is really not that bad, okay? Social media is actually a really powerful tool. It can inspire, connect, and even create opportunities. I mean, we've seen people on social media get money and live off social media, right? But if you're really not careful with social media, it can mess with your mind like this, okay? So if you were to ask me today what my biggest takeaway is, I would say social media should work for you, not against you. So the real question here is, who's in control? Is it you or is it the algorithm? Thank you so much everyone for coming this far of the video. Please do remember to write down on your comments. I want to hear about some of the things that you've experienced due to the influence of social media in your own life. Okay, let's talk about it in the comments down under. And please don't forget to give this video a like, and please do subscribe to my channel. It's your girl Numpumelelo Mncanga, and that's it for today. Love you guys a lot, and I hope this video was raw, real, and relatable for you. Bye guys.